Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is our Christmas special, and this is Christmas is coming, and a word before that because I can't say it, and I do not want to butcher it. I want to make this like a 25 minute video, easy video since, well, I've been pumping out really long videos, as I say pumping as I mean like 2 videos I've posted, but you get my point. I'm gonna try to do it weekly, and might slip up and down just because I am a senior in high school, so I am having to balance a lot of different activities, as well as trying to start my own business which will probably be linked sometime in the next few weeks. Making a website is hard. Let's get started. Well, I know. He's cute. Maybe a grandma, actually. We don't know. You look like one. Let's begin the November Christmas, particularly here. Up at the North Pole, winter comes early, and we're just waking up from our year-long nap. With only 8 weeks until the big night. Okay, God. We will be ready, or will there be another year without Santa Claus? Krampus' shack. Interesting. Let's go bake, I guess. Spend the week baking goodies. Some go to the elves as they get back into the swing of things. Some will save the midwinter feast. And some you'll keep for yourself. You get 1 speedy, 1 creative, and paid 1 gumdrop. After the afternoon, you're asked to go into the back pantry to receive some sugar plums. As you grope around the dark looking for the light, your hand accidentally hits something in the wall. You hear a crack on the side and an unseen notch. The floor rumbles and opens, and a faint glow comes from the racks of ingredients below. And this is Claus' secret pantry. There's rumors that she stores only the rarest of ingredients here. Imagine what you can make with them. Presume because we are elves, I'm going to just get the things and not be naughty. No. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and it isn't nice to sleep. You push the notch again, and the floor closes. You feel around for another moment from the light. The sugar plums are exactly where you found and delivered. They even throw in a tip. You get 1 nice and 1 gumdrop. Let's not forget the midwinter feast. Once Santa's awake, he's going to be terribly hungry. Milk and cookies will do. Well, we already made food. Maybe if we go there. Rumpus. Probably not up yet. Just thinking, workshop. Let's do soda. Oh, drink or clean? Clean, I feel like would be a good idea. You spend the week on your hands and knees cleaning up the sticky residue left behind by the jerk's signature drinks. You gain 1 speedy, 1 strong, and paid 1 gumdrop. The soda jerk is hosting a Christmas pageant at the end of the week. Crowds flock and try out the various roles among them. This year's story by the tales of the first Christmas that Krampus stole the naughty and nice list. The play was written by the Ghost of Christmas Past and Jack Frost. So, are you more of a Santa or a Krampus? I feel like that would give me a jolly. We need a jolly. So, addition for Santa. Even though you take on the classic ho 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 had the best for additions, the frightened several nearby children. Kirsty politely asked you to leave. You lost a jolly. Am I scary? Okay. And Father Christmas and Mother Earth come for the feast every year and stay a few weeks after. They're so proud of their son and what he does for all the good children of the world. Santa doesn't always see that, though. We need him at his jolliest for the sleigh ride. Maybe Krampus? Disengage. Courage? Deep down you know Krampus is only trying to make the world a nice place. You spend the week trying to help him find the naughty and nice list. You gain one nice, one strong, and one creative. Krampus shows you one of his most prized possessions, a gleaming gold box. He refuses to tell you the contents, only that he believes that is the source of all things naughty. Late that next afternoon, you find yourself scrolling past Krampus' shack when the very same box catches your eye, zooming in the wrinkle. The source of all things naughty. It's just a box. I was gonna leave it, because the movies, Krampus knows when you touch these things. And we don't want to break that trust, because that would give me a naughty. So leave it be. There's no reason to look, is there? You shrug and begin whistling your way back home for the night. As you open your front door, you see a shooting star overhead, your first of the season. You make a Christmas list and gain one nice, one jolly, one strong. Okay, we got a jolly. As November draws close, guests from the feast begin to arrive several days early. Time to put the finishing touches. You never know who might show up. I want to go to the gym. Maybe I want to get one jolly. Playtest or sabotage? No. Move presents, make toys. That help creativity. I want to help jolly. Is it weekly exhibits? Do research. That might help. How does one get more jolly? Visit. I feel like doing research would be a good idea too. You spend the week developing on Christmas history, discovering long-forgotten family traditions. You gain one nice, one creativity, and one paid. You're paid one dumb job. Jeez. The exhibit is an evergreen forest blinked in the snow. Traditional lights are strung above the trees. A arch made of snow, speckled with light, with white lights within takes up the center. It was before Santa took over the holidays from Father Christmas. Miss Claus tells you as she recalls her wedding day. You hadn't intended to stay long, but Mrs. C's stories are always a treat. You gain one jolly. Yay! Oh, Santa's awake. I repeat, the big guy is up. The Midwinter Fest is upon us, and there is still much to be done. Not only do we have Father Christmas and Mother Earth, but Jack Frost, the ghost of Christmas past, and Abby Snow, leader of the Snowkin, as well. Even Krampus has decided to join the holiday cheer. What could go wrong? Maybe these tend to do lights. I have speedies, so creativity. That would be horrible. It's my lowest. So strong activity would be the best idea. Well, set the table. banter with the other elves as you bring out silverware and dishes onto the table. It's in the most glamorous job, but socializing helps. No one can complain about the job you've done. Yet another good feast behind us. As dessert plates are taken away, everyone briefly settles by the hearthy. Sure, ready for another year of banter. Krampus preaching about the need to punish all the bad children with coal. Abby Snow complaining about Mal and the other elves who continue to prank the Snowkin. And the ghost of Christmas past and the future arguing over which Christmas will be the best. And so the night ends with Santa leading his parents off to the Mother Earth's cottage, exciting the room with his signature jolly laugh. We have unlocked more things. Interesting. Pouring in. Oh, I was supposed to read that out loud. But we're all loosening our belts and notch after the midwinter feast, but we can't let that slow us down. Now the big guy is awake, we can finally open the rest of the North Pole. Post officer. Ew. I can't go back down there, huh? We cannot go back down. Interesting. You'd think you could. Explore new things, I guess. We did this, and we did this. We have not done these, but we only have 4. So, reindeer stall, clean stalls, trained reindeer. Go back. Figure state, make coins. No. Deliver letters to Santa, mix up letters. Attend garden. Let's do the Santa deliveries. You spend the week hauling letters from all the children of the world to Santa's workshop. They pour all the hopes and dreams into every letter, so you better get them to the big guy. You gain 1 nice, 1 speedy, and paid 1 gumdrop. Comet and Vixen stand in line to deliver presents to their cousins in the south. A rare sight. Vixen traps several hooves. She is clearly unhappy with Comet. Comet defends herself. It's not fair you think I did it to be mean. The two bicker for a time. With as long as the line is, there may go on for a while. Interesting. I could be helpful or not. Mediate. You awkwardly insert yourself into the conversation, both becoming uncomfortable as you attempt to figure out what they're arguing about. After a long silence, you leave them be. They continue to bicker, but seem unintended in their occasional glares at you. You almost join. Okay, that didn't go as planned. Letters for all the children of the world have begun to pile as high as the spoon's light has been trapped around them. It creates a most festive scene for the post office. Well, a sight to see, we need to get through those letters as they double. If Santa sees, he'll probably let out one of his jolly laughs, but he'll be angry. I just helped out with that, so we're going to clean the stalls. Or train the reindeer, actually. Oh, shit. You spend a week running the reindeer, young and old, through the training course. However, so often you try out one of the jumps, and nope. You gain 1 speedy, 1 creative, and paid 1 gumdrop. You go to leave the stalls for the night when you see something curious out back. A wintry throne has been educated, and a number of youthful elves have gathered. One of the throws sits a figure you can just make out in the dark. Is that Santa? Upon getting closer, it's obviously that Mal has made himself a miniature convincing Santa costume. Youthful elves, however, don't seem to notice. Ho ho ho, children! As well as they shout the Christmas wishes to him. Someone has to stop this, right? Ew. I feel like joining would be a naughty. So, it doesn't take much effort to walk through the gathered youths and yank off Mal's beard. Several of those shrieked one brief faint, "Hey!" Mal shouts, swatting you away. The group disappears as you help Mal take his throne down. It was fun for while it lasted, he muttered as he walks off into the night. He gained one nice and one speedy. Krampus has started to snoop around the outskirts of town. Every year he tries to get his hands on the naughty and nice list, and almost every year we stop him. Almost. Oh, the horror of that poor naughty children. Santa usually goes soft on them, but Krampus, no. Krampus makes sure that the naughty ones get their goal. I was then going to work at the workshop. Make toys seem helpful. You spend the entire week inside the workshop, hammering away at the toys with your fellow elves on the assembly line. And don't forget to whistle while you work. You get one jolly, one speedy, and one gumdrop. Gru shivers as she walks from the cold, asking you by name. Grimmy, too, she needs a sled ride over the river and through the woods back home. The trip will take a whole day tomorrow, and Gru needs someone to cover her shift on the hammering line. Pretty please. We'll cover. Uvali offered to help Linda so she can be with her family. That's what the season is about. The next day you show up at the hammering line as promised. By the time you're home, your muscles are sore from the hard day's work. You see Grindel's casting over the river into the town. You gain one nice and one strong. As the Christmas snow has set in, with only 1 week to go, the power of eggnog and candy canes have all of us dashing for the finish line, breathing in the Christmas spirit one more time. We'll be sleeping next November again soon enough. Oh. What have we not done yet? Everyone into the forest. Into the forest. Feast with the Snowkin. Taunt Snowkin. Let's feast. Oh, he's cute! You spend the week participating in Snowkin's communal feast. Ideas and stories are shared freely as you relax into the evening. You gain one nice, one jolly, and one creative. Old proposers who lived in the mountains come mushing into the town in a dog sled early one Saturday morning. I can't say that, he shouts. The root beer river is loading my mind. Sure. A commotion breaks out and all nearby elves spring to the rescue. What is the season about if not helping those in need? You sweep up the helpful crowd and treat your way through the ambition woods following the protector's dog sled. By the afternoon you reach the mine halfway by Big Rock Candy Mountain and see the issue. A giant snow monster attacks from the glacier above. It throws massive globs of ice cream from the glacier down into the root beer river. All the blockages coming to root beer flavor to divert into the transmissive leading directly into the part of the mine. The old person starts to climb up to the monster while the other elves look about for directions. Pick the professor shouts. I know it's only weakness. I feel like melting the ice cream would be a good idea. Be creative. The other elves can help. You've made it this far into the cold on your inner warmth. Now it's your time to spread it. From your pockets, you draw a quick wash portable, brew straw, and rush to the river. You take a few heavy gulps and motion for the others to do the same. No, they were supposed to go help them. The cool melody of the sleigh recalls the inner warmth of all of the presents you predicate. Soon the ice cream is melted enough for the root beer float to have been consumed to desert back into the original course. Then a smoke launcher eventually growls bored and goes away. Looking down at the charm, it's clear that you stopped the worst damage from happening. Still, the old predecessor thanks you with a regretful tear in his eye and sends you on your way. Sometimes you wonder if the predecessor thinks of little else than sugar and gumdrops. You get one strong and one jolly. Sweet. And Christmas Eve is upon us. The remote workshop outside is behind schedule, and if we don't get their deadline meet, all the children are will wake up with nothing but presents from their parents. As Prancer's off, thus that sleigh won't fly with only 7 reindeer. First of all, Krampus is closing in on the naughty and nice list. Luckily, he hasn't got into it yet, but he's sure to take advantage of this chaos. Stay on the curl of your shoes, elves. We got a sleigh to pack. Okay. So, a lot of speed. Why would I want to help Krampus? Stop, Krampus. Hope workshop. Pretty and strong. I need Speedy. We're gonna catch Prancer. Prancer is missing. Will you look for her? Confirm. With great speed, you go sprinting after Prancer's tracks. It doesn't take long to find her prancing along the outskirts of the abominable woods. You throw yourself onto her back, grab control of the reins, and steer her back to the sleigh. Your physical power helps Christmas immensely. It's hard to believe another Christmas Eve is over. It's been a long 2 months, but no matter the outcome, we never trade them for the world. All that matters is that we did this together and enjoy ourselves as we did so. This year, however, went off without a hitch. Krampus was never able to figure out where the naughty and nice list was this year, and ensuring all the children of the world will get a present from Santa, even though that seems like the status quo. An incredible amount of effort was into ensuring that this Christmas would be a wonderful one. When everything is done right, all the children will never know if you've done anything at all. Merry Christmas, everyone. The next week is about reflection and last chance to enjoy ourselves before we snooze for 10 months. On the day after Christmas, you receive a formal invitation to the reindeer stall. Prancer awaits you. Now that we have free time, rematch? Before you can respond, she bolts back off towards the frozen lake. The remainder of the time until his is filled with several such rematches. That's awesome. Oh? Was that it? Wow. That's awesome. A sheep in wolf's clothing. The worst of friends. Well, it was a really good game, to be honest. It was fun. Simple. Good job for all these people that made this game happen. I'll let this finish off before I say goodbye. It's probably about 25-30 minute mark, so. Oh, thank you. Monster Pop. Interesting. I'm gonna check that out. Well, thank you for letting me play. Especially for free. Press any button. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.